Hey viewers, check it out. I bought a mystery race bike. I don't know anything about it. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace, and the lady I bought it from found it at Salvation Army. She bought it for her, but it was just way too big for her. In fact, it's like a 63 centimeter frame, so it's actually a little bit big for me. But I'm going to go over some of the details of it, so hopefully somebody can help identify what this bike is. Now, one of the first things to notice on this frame is it's not lugged. So here's like the seat tube, and here's the head tube up here. So now here's the bottom bracket shell. Again, it's not lugged, but one of the things I want to point out here is this doesn't have standard cups on here. This looks like it has sealed bearings in the bottom bracket, so that's kind of curious. Now the dropouts don't look like anything real fancy. I don't see any markings like Campagnolo or anything like that. It's just kind of like a little grid here for grip on there. So that's what the dropouts on the rear look like. Now the fork is chromed, so here's what the fork crown looks like up here. It's just really dirty. Here's what the cable guides look like. Here's the one on the bottom bracket shell right here. Here's one on the chainstay. And here's one on the down tube. Now there's no decals on the frame at all. There's no badge on there. It looks like the frame may have been repainted at some point. So now this up here, it's got the blue, and there's a little bit of a gold pinstriping on here. Maybe this is original, I don't know. But if you look at the blue on the seat tube here, this just looks really messy down there. So maybe this came later. Maybe this is just the part that was repainted. I don't know. So let's go over some of the components here. Now, if I didn't mention before, this bike is a 10-speed, so it's got a 5-speed freewheel on the back. The rear derailleur is a Shimano Crane, and I believe the Shimano Crane was their top-of-the-line derailleur when it came out. Now the front derailleur is a Shimano Titlist. I don't know much about it, but it looks like it's a fairly nice derailleur. And I looked it up, and this also came out in the 70s. And it's also got Shimano down tube shifters, which I believe are relatively standard. Now these cranks, I don't know what they are. I don't see any markings on them, but they're kind of different. But look at this chain ring. I don't know what that is. I have not seen a chain ring like that. It almost looks like it was custom machined or something. And so then there's a small chain ring behind there. Very interesting. Now the brakes are center pole brakes, front and back, and I don't see any label on them, but they have this little V logo on the bolts. That V logo also appears on the pedals and on the stem clamp bolt. Now the brake levers say Lambert on there, and the brake cable hanger here looks like it says Diacomp on it. Now it's got a nice leather saddle on here. It's an Ideale Speciale Competition 90 made in France. So part of me was thinking that the bike was possibly made in France, but I measured the quill stem and it measures 20.2 millimeters. So pretty sure it's not a French made bike. And now here's the seat post on there. It's got a pretty cool little clamp system on there. I measured it. It's 26.9 millimeters in diameter. Now the wheels have campy high flange hubs. The rims are 27-inch Rigida, and they have Presta valves. Now this may or may not be a clue as to what the bike is. The front tire is a Schwinn 250 Super Record tire. Now the tire on the rear is a Schwinn HP Le Tour. Now these tires may or may not be originals to the bike. Now the bike as it is weighs just a hair over 25 pounds. And I know somebody's going to ask, I paid $70 for it on speculation just because I found it really interesting, was real curious about it. I know some people are going to say, hey, I got ripped off, and I know some other people are going to say, hey, I got a great deal. But that remains to be seen. So anyway, like I said, if you know anything about this bike, any information, let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you found this video interesting. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click that subscribe button down there. Be sure to click the bell so you get notified when new videos come out. I'm over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. Go over there, like that page. I post a lot of stuff over there. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching.